What a performance from Arsenal against Real Madrid. Wow, wow, wow. That was a spectacular performance over the two-leg versus Real Madrid. If you're an Arsenal fan and you're here, this is for you. I have to clap for you guys. What a performer. You know, when that fixture came up, this was not what we thought. But here is Arsenal winning both leg versus Real Madrid. I can't even remember when last something like that was done. They didn't just beat the Real Madrid in the first leg, they did it in the second leg. And now Arsenal are through to the semi-final. Now, Manchester United is in somewhat of a similar situation. Maybe not the opponent, but tomorrow we are going up against Lyon. They are coming to Old Trafford for the second leg of the Europa quarterfinal. And yes, the first leg did end in a 2-2 draw. Now we are going into the second leg. And now we must do what Arsenal did yesterday, because Arsenal, what was important was they had to get to the next stage. And kudos to Arsenal fans. What a performance. You know, Arsenal it was a masterclass performance. Even the second leg, which was today rather, you would almost, it didn't feel at any point that Real Madrid was going to come back and win that game. You could see how Arsenal stuffed the air out of Real Madrid. That was a really a good performance, a good team performance from Arsenal. Now, as Manchester United fans, we are going into tomorrow, which is our own competition, tomorrow, which is our own chance, tomorrow, which is our own responsibility to take care of Lyon. And I want us to take motivation from what Arsenal did. On this video, I'm going to be talking about the team news for the match between Manchester United and Lyon, the second leg, as well as my predicted 11 and predicted scoreline going into the game. Now, tomorrow, Manchester United fans, Manchester United players will have to gather inspiration from that performance, because tomorrow is the most important match of our season. Tomorrow we are going up against Lyon. After the first leg ended 2-2, it is very important that we go into this game with a more controlled performance. You see what Arsenal did to Real Madrid, though. They literally made it hard for Real Madrid to even create chances. They played like a team. They played like a unit. If we stand any chance to win tomorrow's game, we'll have to play, if not at that level, because Real Madrid and Arsenal are levels ahead of us at the moment, but in terms of teamwork, in terms of togetherness, our players are going to have to stand together to be able to come with a result tomorrow. Not just any result, with a positive result, winning this game with a clean sheet. That's what I think. Now, before the game, the manager said in his press conference that the elite will not be available for the match. Haven will not be available for the match. I think that's about it. It was also, the question was brought about Onana, because Onana was rested in the last game, and his reply was direct, that Onana was going to come in and play this game. So we are expecting to see Onana back. I think that's probably we already know Luke Shaw is back. He played the last game, so going into this game, the most important one is the Zexi one, and he's out of the season, which is really bad for us. But it's not, since last season we have been stricken by injuries, but you shouldn't complain about that. We have to move forward. So this is by no means, this is actually the most important game of the season for Manchester United at the moment, because we have much waited for this match. Europa is the only back door, it's the only way we get Europe, and Europa is the only way we somehow save the season. Not save like we'll be very happy, but the fact is we get qualification into the UEFA Champions League through winning this competition. So this is my starting 11 that is going to play the game. Like the manager already mentioned, Onana keeps his position on the starting lineup. The three defensive position also remains the same: Euro, Maguire, and Mazarawi. We are going to really have to defend a lot better in this match, because I think clean sheet will be important to not get the match nervy and all that. Left wing back Paktugogo, right wing back Dalot. Now, we need Bruno in both the attacking position and the defensive position. But being the fact that we're going to much need a goal in this match, And we're going to need goals. So I'm going to probably think Bruno is going to turn up in one of the 10 positions. So for this one, Casemiro has been doing really good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with an Ugarte and a Casemiro in the midfield. Yes. Oh, what do I think? What do I think? This one is a bit sketchy. If we do not have Bruno in those positions, I think it's always hard for us to move the ball up the pitch. That is why it's. And the thing is, Ugarte has not been the best performer lately, so I think it's probably going to be Bruno and the Casemiro midfield. For the attacking position, Zexi is injured, so he's out of the season. We won't have Zexi to rely on. So I think we really do not have a lot of options in the front position. But one thing we do now have, the fact that Mouse is back from injury, has been playing a few minutes in the past few games. I think Mount is going to start this one. I think we're going to see Mount, and for the other position, Ganacho obviously. It is very important Ganacho plays on the right, because if he plays on the left side, a lot of selfishness. So I think the right position has been the best one for him. He plays as a team player when he plays that position. So I think that Mount the left 10, Ganacho the right 10. It might also be Bruno Fernandes playing that left 10, no? And probably Ugarte and Casemiro. Who knows? This is just my opinion though. And the attacking position, we all know, we only have one player. Shidobi is not registered for this tournament, so we have only Hoyland. There's no Zexi to bring in a sub. So it is really going to be important that Hoyland has a good game. Of course, Bruno Fernandes is going to be important. Our best player, Bruno Fernandes, has a good game. But Royland being the top 9, it will be important he doesn't lose possession of the ball like he did the past few matches. It will be important he gets his stride early on in the game, the first touch, control, and all that. Because, like we saw in the first leg, Lyon are a side that are comfortable on the ball. They are not afraid to pass the ball around. Yes, they might not have the bite, the attacking bite, but they can pass the ball around. And one thing that can do to you is it hurts concentration. For a team like Manchester United, that are not the players are not the best at concentrating, especially our goalkeeper or Nana. Giving them possession and then passing it around can be fatal to us. So, but this is my lineup I see going into the game. They can be, the manager can probably put the Bruno on the attacking position, attacking 10, and probably an Ugarte there. That's another option, but this is the one I went for. And is this capable of winning the game against Lyon? Yes, I think it's capable. Mount can get the goal. Bruno Fernandes, Holland, of course, he has not been firing. Ganacho. If our players turn up tomorrow, I don't think Lyon is going to be. We saw the first leg. We did watch the first leg. They had possession of the ball, but we were a much dangerous side. It is very, very important tomorrow that our players turn up. It is very important tomorrow that we deliver a performance, because if we lose this game, it means that we'll have 5 more matches this season that will be played for nothing. It will be terrible for we fans. And I just imagine what it will be like for the players, having to play for nothing till the rest of the season. It's going to be really, really terrible. If we're going to win a game like this, our team, our attacking forwards need to finish their opportunities. So, Ganacho, Bruno Fernandes, Hoyland, Mount, it's going to be up to them to deliver a performance. Like I already said, Lyon are a good side, don't get me wrong, we should not underrate them, but the match is going to be played at Old Trafford. I believe that the fans are going to be there. The fans want it as much as these players. If we can come together as fans, as a fan base, and the players can harness that energy at Old Trafford, I don't think Lyon can survive it tomorrow. For me, my predicted scoreline for the game is going to end Manchester United 2, Lyon 0. Yes, I think we are going to keep a clean sheet. I think Onana is probably going to have a nice game. And of course, Bruno Fernandes is going to be a goal scorer as well as the man of the match on the day. You let me know in the comment section what is your predicted scoreline for the game. Please do not forget to hit the like button as always, and please do not forget to share the video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.